funny. All right, guys, welcome. This is, I think, the second podcast. We did Spider-Man first. This is the second podcast for Otaku Daily. We just saw the Broly movie last week. It's fucking amazing. I think everybody in here agrees with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna get right into it, man. Just want to introduce everybody. Just gonna go around the room and just say your names, man. First is me. It's Uncle Charles on Instagram and Twitter. I'm founder of Otaku Daily, and I love anime, games, and all that shit. And the next person, go ahead. I think go. Toast, introduce yourself, man.
All right, yo, it's your boy Toasty. You know what I'm saying? Dat Boy Toasty is my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm just a regular ass nigga that loves video games and getting into anime. Yeah. Nice to meet you all.
Spreading your crumbs everywhere. All right. All right, next person. Tariq.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Tariq, aka Awesomeness. You can find me on Twitter at Reek What You Sow. That is RIQ What You Sow. And you can find me on Instagram at t.ibrahim.art. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you need to spell it, you're gonna have to hit me on Twitter.
All right, and last but not least, Sean.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. 8. No, I'm joking. But for real, I got too many names I go by. So, on Twitter, I'm the Kid Crow. On Instagram, I'm Sparks of Art. I've been going by Kid Crow online for 13 years, so I guess we just gonna keep it concise.
What's happening, everybody? Old man in here. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started on it. First thing I want to talk about is so Dragon Ball Z's been around for years. We done grown up with it. We done seen damn near all the episodes, once, twice, 45 times, how many times you want to see it. I just want to know what's everybody's relationship to Dragon Ball? How does it make you feel? You love it, hate it? And what were you thinking coming into this movie when you first saw that poster of Goku last year?
My relationship with Dragon Ball Z, man, has just been it's been a journey. From epic fights to the epic screams, epic transformations. The show never fails with action. So, coming into this movie about Broly movie, them redoing it because Broly is one of my favorite DBZ characters, period. So just to see that they're going to remake him, give him a new story, give him a new background, it was just oh, this shit's really happening. So I expected some great things, and I got great things, and I'm happy.
Okay, all right. Anybody else want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll go. So I'm gonna be 1,000%. Coming into the movie, as far as what I thought about, Dragon Ball Z, it's the reason why I started drawing. That's the first thing I ever drew. So I love Dragon Ball Z, right? Story-wise, I know it's never been the most super story-heavy thing, right? And it was mainly the story would be set up for great fight scenes. So, I wasn't expecting anything from the movie. And it delivered on a number of different accounts, which is great, man. I was so happy seeing that. I was like a kid in a candy shop watching that thing, man. Brought back all them childhood memories.
What do you think, Reek?
All right, so I feel like I'm in the camp Dragon Ball Z for me got me into anime before I knew what anime was. Shout out to the Tanami block all the way back 99 through 05. But yeah, so I got into it because the art was flashy, the characters were cool, the explosions were great, the fight. It was basically watching let's have two dudes punch each other till a planet explodes. And I don't know what young kid didn't enjoy that at the time. So like Sean said, as I got older, I understood DBZ wasn't really story heavy. I was only really enjoying it for the fights. So, like, see, for me, when it comes to Dragon Ball, what really draws me to it now as an adult is the animation. So it's like when I first saw the artwork that was dropped last year, when I saw Goku and seeing this artwork that the direction that they're trying to go for Dragon Ball, it really caught my attention because it looked really animation friendly. It looked really easy for the animators to work with, and it looked like it was going to make some beautiful animation. And that's what the movie was. It was really exciting.
Okay, all right. For me, man, like the first time I caught Dragon Ball Z was like 7 o'clock nights, watching on Toonami, and I had no idea what was going on. Like I had seen Dragon Ball, I didn't even know what anime was at the time, man. I'm just watching cartoons and I see these dudes just like this white and purple guy fighting this yellow haired guy, and I'm just like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, but I love it. I see punches flying, I see kicks being thrown, people are blasting things, planets are blowing up, and I just can't stop watching it. And again, like y'all said, man, I think the show really like took advantage of that like people like just loving fighting and everything as kids, like that adrenaline rush, and just didn't really take it the story seriously. So many weird things happen with no explanation, and we just took it, man. But I think as adults, we've all come to accept that, and now we can just truly enjoy the show for what it offers, and not complain about anything else, because we know the one thing it does offer, it always knocks it out the park, and I think that's good. And I think the movie is a perfect example of that, man. Yeah, and we're gonna get into that in a second. Before we move on, anybody else got anything to say? We still have time.
Yo, I do want to backtrack a bit. I can't watch all Dragon Ball. There's a lot of just really just rubbed me the wrong way, dog. But like, I really hope with what Broly set up, I hope it moves forward with what they're setting up and like what they're trying to do with Super forward.
Yeah, I have to super agree with that, because like Super failed me on a number of different avenues, man, on a number of different levels. Because what Gohan #1, that's the biggest shame of that entire like Super's whole series. Made me mad, man. That's why I didn't watch the whole thing. I only kept up with it through like YouTube. I read a few chapters online. I see a few fights on like YouTube or something. Every now and then some headlines, and then like you guys keep me updated. But for the most part, I don't watch Super. Like I saw the Tournament of Power, like most of that, at the very, very end. But yeah, I didn't watch everything else, just because like they downplayed my boy.
Yo, honestly, you didn't miss out on much.
Oh yeah. There wasn't.
You probably missed the Goku Black arc.
I will say that was probably like my favorite arc from Super. It was just Goku Black, Zamasu, and Goku's body. Just like he's my favorite character in fighters. Like that's my main. Like
I never understood how niggas just stand because he's called Goku Black. Like, yo, I just don't get it.
I will say that I personally do think that that's lazy writing. They could have just, I guess, because no one knew his real name, so of course they went with something simple, because they're just like, okay, this is Goku, but this is not Goku, and hey, since he wears black clothing, let's just call him Goku Black. But somewhere down the line, they eventually learn who he is, but they still insisted on calling this nigga Black.
Nah, what it is you gotta remember, it's in Japanese, man. It's over in Japan. This is not an American thing. And when they name people, like the direct translation to English will be Black, but it means something like not totally,
right?
Yeah, it's a different context.
Because he's because what is it? What is it? Kuro for dark in Japanese, and that just means dark. Dark means evil, as in like negative, right? So when they say black, just because it translates to black in English doesn't mean black is in black person or black is in black people are evil because his name is evil Goku and they call him black. Like I think people forget about that and like that's not I don't blame anybody for it, but it's just like I can't when I think about it I'm like okay it made sense why they chose that name.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But they did recognize it, and I think the dub Funimation they recognized it, and they played on it. They played with the name and everything with Homeboy the soldier. Yeah, he black.
Yeah, man, not black.
Yeah, man, it's not black. That I think that sort of saved it. Because up until that point, I think everybody was just like, "Yo, what's good with this man? Like, why black Goku? He ain't black. I'll show you a black Goku. Goes and finds some some urban art on Instagram. That's a black Goku. But that I'm glad they did that. Yeah. Anybody want to say something else before we move on?
Nah.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on directly to expectations. So, what were y'all thinking? What were y'all thinking going into the movie? Like, what were y'all expectations? We had a whole year to sit on this. After we saw, was it last May or June when we saw that poster of Goku for the new movie coming out? Like, what were y'all thinking leading up to it?
Well, I was thinking like there was going to be like some sort of like some real good explanations as to what's really about to go down, and from seeing a whole bunch of shit on YouTube, like who's this new villain, then come to find out, of course, they say it's a new Broly. Cool, I love Broly. Yay, we got a new Broly. Let's see what this is going to be about. And then going into the movie to see what's about to go down, it's just a lot has changed story wise as far as the origins of the Saiyans. And I'm a huge fan of the Saiyan story. Like I like that. Like I wish they played on that a little more in Dragon Ball. But sometimes they'll like hint back at it to like the origins and Vegeta's father or Bardock. Well, not so much as Bardock, but they don't really give him the light that he deserves, to be honest. But just the whole story of the Saiyans is kind of like my favorite. So for them to give us more insight on their like they gave them a culture. You know what I'm saying? They gave them a lifestyle. They gave them like they have a class of who's what and who does what and just and Frieza's introduction, shit like that. Like everything was just great. Everything made sense. And Broly, you can't help but love Broly because he's just that character. He's that lovable psychopathic killer that you just like before the original. That good old laugh, the beating, like nobody could touch this nigga. Even if they did, he ate them punches. Like everybody loved that. He was beating people's asses. So that's what I was expecting to see again. I honestly was expecting to see Vegeta get his ass beat. I was hoping.
Nah, they looked out for my man Vegeta.
They said nope, not today.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. Honestly, Vegeta didn't get worked nearly as bad as I thought he was going to in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really didn't get beat. Like
Goku did though. Goku got worked.
We don't care about Goku getting beat because we know he's gonna win. He's gonna win in the end. We don't care about him. He get his ass beat. We're like, oh damn, Goku's getting his ass beat. Well, but how's he gonna win it this time? Senzu Bean, Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha. Actually, no. Goku's never actually killed anybody with the well, he killed Frieza like that one time at the end of the direction. But he doesn't kill people. Like
yeah.
I mean, can we count movies?
Nah.
No, all right.
Can we say it again?
I was saying could we count
Speaking,
like the movies, but
I think Goku's only ever actually killed like King Piccolo, maybe one grunt of King Piccolo. Who else? You couldn't even count Raditz because he died in the process.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Did he kill somebody in the Ginyu Force? He killed
No.
Berta.
no, he didn't.
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't even think he killed Raccoon.
Vegeta pretty much killed the entire Ginyu Force.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vegeta caught hella bodies on.
No, Vegeta definitely had a higher body count.
Oh man, Sean, what were you thinking about going into Broly, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. All right, when I saw those few seconds of Goku hopping around, in whatever polar ice cap he was hopping around in, I was like, "Yo, this movie about to look beautiful." I, I already knew it was about to be beautiful. The fights was about to be beautiful, but the story was gonna be some ass. That's what I thought. It was gonna be terrible. Okay, I did not have any hopes for the story at all, because I know what Dragon Ball Z is. I'm not about to sit here and be like, yo, man, that one arc when this happened, yo, the writers were like this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Because I already know what it is. That's why I didn't even watch Super like that. Because it's like, I can complain and stare at it, or I could just not, and then just watch it for what it is. It's like the fight scene. So, yeah, I didn't think the story was going to be good at all. At all. And I was surprised, for real, off that.
What about you, Tariq?
I once again agree with Sean because he only ever speaks the truth. But on it, I think initially when I heard that they were doing Broly, I was just like, oh damn, we're getting Broly again. Like Dragon Ball doesn't seem to be doing anything new anymore. But seeing how they gave Broly a better reason to be a hulking rage monster rather than hating Goku, which let's face it, the original reason for Broly being angry was fucking dumb. All right,
Very dumb, like idiotic.
it was dumb.
Shit was pissing.
I could really, they made us really feel for this Broly. He was born with extraordinary gifts. So people was hating on him before he was even born. He grew up in terrible, in terrible living conditions with an abusive father that was always just like, I'm gonna make you strong, baby. It's just like I don't want to fight. In some respects, Broly is Gohan. Broly is who Gohan should have been in some respects.
Honestly.
Yeah, I can see.
It's like it was a really good movie. It was really well written. It was really well paced. Not once did I feel like the movie was dragging or is just like it was gonna take too long. The movie didn't feel like it was an hour and a half long. It just felt like a really good ride. And I really appreciate it for that. And it was nearly a perfect Dragon Ball movie. And my favorite part was when Frieza got the break speed off him. That was the best.
Oh, wait. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a second. Hold up. All right, now,
Oh wait, is this spoiler free or are we doing spoilers?
no, we're going all the way, man.
Okay.
Going all the way. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I had. I don't know. I don't want to say I had no expectations going into the movie. Of course, when I saw Broly, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We kind of seen this before. Y'all gonna have to really do something with the story, to make me enjoy it. So up until I want to say probably the second trailer, I was not really hyped for the movie. I saw the animation. I was like, okay, it's gonna look good. But I don't want to. I would hate for this movie to be terrible but look good. I don't like. I don't like when people put frosting on shit, man. That's not cool, man. So I want to say it was once they showed Gogeta, I was like, wow, man.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that was when I was like, okay, all right, they doing something now. Even though we seen Gogeta, before, I was like, wow, they really They really got my man in here, and on top of the animation, looking gorgeous for the fight scenes with him. I was at that point. I was just hyped. All the hype was there for me, and most definitely it was rewarded about after the movie. But now let's actually get into those moments during the movie. What were some of y'all favorite moments? They could be hype, action filled, funny, whatever you want. What was just some of y'all favorite parts of the movie?
Man, I got a lot of favorite parts. Like that whole movie to me was my favorite damn part. It was all hype for me.
I'm about to cuss you up. My favorite part of the movie was the entire movie.
All
Okay,
right.
that's not an
All right.
answer. That's
Okay.
not an answer. So
Yeah, I was about to. I guess my favorite part was I guess I would have to say when Gogeta arrived. It was just to be able to see him as a canon character and just like because I always liked Gogeta. I like Vegito too, and we got a canon Gogeta. So I was really hyped for that, and it was just that line alone when he said, "We are Gogeta. It's our turn." Like I was, y'all hyping me up right now, and yeah, I really like that part.
Okay, all right. Who's up next?
Yeah, like I said before, Frieza getting worked by Broly was the best part.
God, oh my God, bro.
The scene got it. You want comedy? The scenes got it. You want hype? The scenes got it. You want suspense? The scenes got it. This man Frieza is catching Broly's hands in universe time for a straight hour. Because Goku and Vegeta had to get the fusion right and they keep messing it up. And it's just like, I was really like sitting next to Sean, like almost crying, like somebody help this man Frieza.
Oh my goodness, man.
I don't like him either, but did he really deserve an ass whooping like that? Like,
I mean, yeah, for real. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, he kind of did.
Destroyed several planets, man. What?
Hey, man.
I think we need to remember that Frieza was a whole ass villain before all of this went down. Like they tried to make.
So was Broly.
They tried to get him on the good side to turn him into power, but we got to remember it. This man killed all the Saiyans, all of them. Just wiped
all.
You know what?
One little blast, one little supernova, and then he got him up out of there. And then he just went on, made he made the niggas that survived. He made them think that the planet got destroyed, and then
Griffith the Dragon Ball, he did nothing wrong.
Shut up.
Look, but I will say this. Speaking of like the whole Sans like planet getting destroyed, I will say like the original origin for the planet getting destroyed was a bit better when they went into Bardock's story because it made it more like a conspiracy and like Bardock was like this crazy conspiracy theorist that turned out to be right, and I really enjoyed that more. And I wish they had gone with like that angle, but with this new take on everything. Like he still sent his son away, and he still couldn't get off the planet for fear of like, kind of exposing his son. Everything else is the same, just like switch it back to like he's out here. Oh wait, Frieza's gonna destroy the planet. Like that was so cool because he had to run through like an army of niggas before he could even touch Frieza, and he still couldn't.
Since you brought that up, I will say because to me in this one, I think it was sad to see him die in this one because it was like he was the only one stood up to Frieza, and it was just the way he died. It looked painful. But in the original, I like the story of Bardock. I think that was probably like that would probably like come second or maybe first to the Broly movie as far as script and story is concerned because it made sense. It pieces things together. It tells you a lot about Bardock and what he had to go through. His mans and them died, bro.
That is one of the more cohesive stories. I'm not gonna lie.
Like as far as it being a movie, it's probably like the most canon movie of Dragon because
not anymore.
Yeah. but
yeah, it's kind of in the trash now, bro.
what's-
But I
what's
agree with you.
yeah, you know.
You want to talk about Dragon Ball canon? You know, Fighters is canon.
How?
What?
No, like Fighters is designated canon. Supposedly, it takes place like a little bit after the Universe 6. No, yeah, like apparently the story itself takes place after the Universe 6 tournament arc, but before Goku Black.
How?
Oh,
That's just what the creators of the game said. In
Oh,
toy,
wait, how it take place before Goku Black, but he in the game though?
exactly.
I mean, how's Broly in the game? How's Bardock in the game and a Super Saiyan?
Well, they probably
Look,
get
we ain't worried about all that. I said how Goku Black in the
First
game.
word out your mouth as well.
Hey, that's their words. How it makes sense is up to them.
How come at this point in history we can now play as Android 18 with an Android 17 striker, but also play as Android 17 by himself on the same team?
Mm.
I think you're asking too many good questions, and I'm gonna need you to be quiet before the FBI comes knocking on my door. So yeah, we're just gonna
Yeah, we're just
before we move on, I wanna get to my favorite part of the movie.
all right.
Homegirl, green little homegirl with what's her name? Sheila?
I know
Bro,
go with this one.
they're trying to set up this romance. Like, bro, y'all saw when she stretched the armor out, bro. You saw what happened. They do that.
Nah.
They do that.
You know,
You saw how the armor snapped back in place. I'm pretty sure. My man Broly confused. This man getting hot. He don't know what's going on. This man only didn't play with a fucking monster and his dad for his whole life. This man sees some pussy and now he shook. He don't know what to do, man.
And Charles must have went home and looked up like immediately.
Nah, we all saw when homegirl bent over.
Bro, she tooted that ass up several times.
That can say on their resume like, "Yo, I drew this girl's ass for like Dragon Ball."
Bro, that was my favorite part of the movie, dog. Because I wanted to see if they were really gonna have my man Broly out here getting some cheeks, dog.
You know they weren't. You know they weren't.
I mean, for real, he might.
You never know,
Not
son.
on screen though. Not on screen though. You know they won't.
Not on screen. That's what we got.
Off screen cheeks.
That's why we got Rule 34, guys.
Exactly.
Just give it a month.
What you mean a month? If you look on the internet right now,
right?
You type in www. No, I'm joking.
Give it a month to get the good stuff out of there, man. Get the good stuff out there. You know what I mean?
Bro, what you talking? The good stuff is out there right now. I could bet money.
You just need to know where to look.
Somebody has already done it.
You just need to
I
know
guarantee it. I stand by it.
Okay, all right. Well, I will research further into this, but we shall. Before we move on, last words. Anybody on hype moments, favorite moments?
I think my other
that breaks beat.
I think my other favorite moment was really when I guess when Vegeta was fighting Broly.
Oh yeah, let's go back to that, man. Because Vegeta is notorious for taking ass whooping. Vegeta probably has the best scenes where he gets his ass whooped. Like I've never seen anybody like them animators are assholes. They dedicated hours drawing those frames of this man getting his shit kicked in. And then while they got the two niggas in the corner working on Goku throwing a spirit bomb and winning. They took time to put Vegeta in these situations, man. But I like what they did, man. They knew that we hate Vegeta getting his ass whooped. They knew that.
Yo, Vegeta really.
So they got him out the way. They gave him his due, and he was out of there. He was in there guarding his Bulma, and next to Whis, while Goku got the ass whooping. Like,
Yo,
Goku got his ass.
By all accounts, Vegeta won. He beat Broly.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Like that, he has a W on Broly. Because if it wasn't for what is it, Vegeta? Not Vegeta, Frieza killing Paragus, man, Broly would have just sat there just whimpering. You know? Just
You're right.
Just, what's going on? All I want to do is just I get back to my little green hair, my little white hair green bitch on a spaceship. Why am I here fighting? I don't want to be here. Look,
this
man.
is beyond me.
Well, I just want to say one thing before we continue on anywhere else. But Paragus looked like angry Buzz Lightyear who got left out in the sun a little bit too long.
Sure.
All right.
Ah, man. Wow, Sean. Wow.
I mean, y'all can't tell me y'all didn't see it.
No, I
wasn't thinking Buzz Lightyear, man. I was thinking Bad Father 2K18, man. That's what I was thinking. 2K19.
Yeah, I was
All
about
right.
to say, definitely in 2K.
Horrible dad. Good fathers like Bardock sacrificing themselves for the greater good. This man Paragus out here beating up his son's friends. This man can't have no friends. This man made a friend who was a monster. This man was like, nah, fuck out of here.
Paragus just
Not my
grew
man's
old to
hero.
look like Vegeta's cousin.
What?
Paragus just grew old to look like Vegeta's cousin.
Honestly,
You're not wrong. Yeah, I think Good times, y'all.
But
Next thing,
hold on, I will
yeah.
say,
Yes.
I really, really enjoyed the really tiny animation. Like the moment like when Broly first charged at Vegeta, but if you looked in the corner, you can see Goku square up and be disappointed that he's not fighting. So,
I love that part, yo. I gotta go back to it.
like, there's a lot of little moments like that that really geek me. Like, remember the part where Goku was fighting Broly and they started fighting in the lava and you can see Goku bite Broly in the arm? Like,
oh my goodness.
keeping up.
That
with
man
the fight,
Goku's he's got a penchant for biting. And this man has been everybody he's fought against.
did he bite Jiren?
Nah, he didn't. That was more
He
serious.
didn't
fight.
need to, bro.
Like
Nah,
that was a serious fight for him. Like,
whew. Man. Now I gotta watch 45 minutes of Dragon Ball fights again. I was talking about this. Moving on. I think this is the last thing I want to talk about. Yeah. So, now that we've seen the hype that is Dragon Ball Super Broly, and now that we know that the anime is coming back in April, I saw some news. The anime was that Toei confirmed that it was coming out in April. So, yeah, we're gonna get the anime back. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think they're gonna go the route they went with the last two movies and put the movie events in the anime, or do you think they're gonna introduce Broly in a different way, or at all, or they're gonna introduce some villain? What do y'all think is gonna happen?
I think that, of course, Broly's more than likely might just become a good guy. Which I'm not against, because Broly was never a bad guy. All right, even in the original, he was never really a bad guy. The kid was just fucking just traumatized. Okay, nigga got killed as a baby in the original, and then this nigga gets exiled to a fucked up planet. Okay, what did Frieza say? Repugnant or some shit like that? Yeah,
repugnant. Hey, shout out to Goku for learning a new word. Family movie. This man.
But, I really do believe.
Man.
Maybe a new villain might come. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe what everybody's been talking about. You know, maybe there might be a GT. No, a redone GT. Some shit. Who knows?
I could see that.
You know, like
maybe not for Super, but
like,
I could see that getting to that point.
Yeah, like Broly apparently is slightly the key to a Super Saiyan 4 transfer. Because like they said in the movie, he had his Great Ape transformation, but without going Great Ape. But the only thing is that he lost all. So if he learns to control that, we might possibly see this nigga go into Super Saiyan 4.
If you peep, when Broly was Great Ape power without transforming, his eyes turned yellow like
Yeah.
a Super Saiyan 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that he was Super Saiyan 4, but he may
It's
have been
possible.
Super Saiyan 4. That might be Goku's whole thing for Super, like trying to figure out what was it that Broly was tapping into.
That's.
But
I would love to see
hold
like
on.
canon Super
They would
Saiyan.
have to get their tails back though, because that man for sure still had his tail. I don't know
Wait,
if he showed it.
Broly
but-
didn't have his tail.
Yeah, he cut it off. Remember?
When?
Paragus said that he cut it off.
Oh, he cut it
times.
off.
Because
Yeah.
remember, on the planet, he was staying at the moon for too long, and
Right.
that happened, and Paragus had to do what he had to do. Yeah, he had to get that shit up out of there.
Yeah, he had to be a bad father again.
Okay. But yeah, any other expectations?
I just
like
came up
everyone's
with a
had
new
this one.
theory.
Huh?
I just came up with a new theory.
Go ahead.
Tying Broly back to this whole Gohan thing. What if, because, yo, damn, sorry, my mind is racing. So Broly was able to access the power of the Great Ape without transforming, right? Thus accessing a pseudo Super Saiyan 4. What if it was Gohan that achieved that level first?
How so?
If they really want, like, yo, because you know how Gohan always had the alternative forms, like out of everybody else. So everybody else is dealing with fucking Super Saiyan. Gohan was having his potential unlocked. Gohan was looking for ways to fight without being Super Saiyan. Like, imagine if he was the one that found the innate ability to tap into the Great Ape form.
That actually would make sense for his character arc. But at the same time, especially what's happening in the manga, where he was, I renounce my Saiyan heritage. I don't even need that to fight anymore. I don't know what's going to end up happening.
That was in the manga, and
Was it
I'm
really?
glad they don't do that in the anime.
Yeah, he real life said that, bro. I was mad. I was like, "What you
Straight
mean?"
up, just like Goku's wrestling, like.
Fuck. I just think a lot of piss poor shit happened with Gohan, but I ain't even gonna go into Gohan right there. We talking about Broly.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I would say that we can expect a lot of great things, after this movie. Prayerfully and hopefully we can expect great things, story wise. Broly is, of course, he's going to be a good guy, which he pretty much deserves to be. He's written to be that way. It wouldn't be anything wrong with him being a good guy. Getting control of his powers and getting, more sense. And just, I don't know, because I mean, he ain't dumb. He's pretty damn smart. So
And he's about as smart as Goku.
yeah, like I will say, like Goku, he may be dumb, like when he's chilling with family and friends. He has that stupid, goofy side. But when that nigga start fighting, he's a goddamn genius. All right, he's smart as shit. He get real serious. Same thing with Broly. Once Broly learns to control his power, he gonna be unstoppable, man. He's gonna be a great asset to the team. So I'm all for it. I'm waiting for it.
I low key went like keep him and Goku on like decent enough terms, but like yo, wise like you don't fuck around with Earth's endeavors and shit. Like he's just chilling on his planet with Green Bay, just doing what.
Green Bay.
Although I don't know if everybody else feels this way, but when Super comes back, there's several things that I feel needs to happen. Number one, I don't want a recap of the Broly movie as a first arc. Just like make a reference or two to it in the beginning. Let it see like a flashback. You can just easily cut in just like movie clip footage from the Blu-ray. Do that. Second thing, they got to do some sort of follow-up to Tarble. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but remember when Raditz looked at Vegeta and he was like, "Oh yeah, don't you have a little brother?" And Vegeta was like, "All right, I do."
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Fuck him. All right. Both Vegeta and Radish are just like, yeah, we have little brothers, but
like they really was not, bruh.
Right. So it's like at some point, Super has to introduce Vegeta's brother,
Yeah.
figure out where he's at because he was off planet. He's still alive, and this is the second time we've got a reference to him besides that one special in 2008.
I agree.
And Gohan and Goten got to be useful.
They need to be grown the fuck up, man. I'm tired of seeing them as kids, man. I'm tired, man. Teenagers, please. Teenagers. I need them to be teenagers, and I still want them to do the fusion technique or something. You know, I want them to be stronger. Okay,
You know what? Just make
it's
Dragon Ball
bad.
Super, Dragon Ball Hero. Just do it.
like
Right, because
Super Saiyans just for fun. All right.
You know what I wish would happen? I wish as they keep introducing stronger and stronger opponents, I need them to take Goku and Vegeta out of the main cast. Like have them do something, like have them go train with Whis and Beerus permanently, have them go train with Broly for a while. Like, because you saw all the stronger people in different universes, man. They should be out. They should be out.
Yeah.
Exploring. I'm just sick of these characters that we've had, but outside of Goku and Vegeta that we've grown to love and we care about, but they keep them around without giving them sort of shine. And what are we supposed to do as viewers when you keep shafting our favorite characters, man?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like this nigga Piccolo.
Play as them,
Like this nigga Piccolo is a god, bro. God. And this nigga just be standing around, not doing anything. He's
nothing.
The god. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
Literally the god.
Here's a question: where's Dende?
What?
That's a damn good question. Well, that nigga
he playing spades with Popo in the back of the lookout. That's what he's doing, man.
Here's another question, man. Why is it that Bulla is like 2? She like 2, but Goten still look like he 5, bruh. What is happening here? I don't understand this. He's supposed to be old. He's supposed to be like what, like 13, 14, right? At this point, maybe even 15. And Goten is like a year behind him or something like that. Come on, bro.
Trunks is older.
But how did
Trunks is older by like a year or two. But still, like Goten and Trunks should have character designs where they're much taller. Like, come on, Gohan was bigger than that at that age.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
they get smaller and smaller each new animation that comes out, whether it's the show or a movie. They get shorter and shorter, and I don't know why they're doing that.
Yo, I don't know if y'all remember, but like in Dragon Ball, there's several times where Goku's asked like what his age is, and like the very first time he's asked how old he is, like he tells Bulma he's like 14.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, remember he was telling her ages based on how high he could count at one point too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
So like for real, we don't even know how old he was. But I'm gonna use Gohan as reference.
Who's got to be at least like 43.
Yeah.
He's at least somewhere in his 40s. Because Vegeta is older. Vegeta is only older than Goku.
He's like late 40s.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna use Gohan as a reference point for how big those two should be, because Gohan was like what 12, 13 when he fought Cell.
I think he was like maybe
40,
something like that.
Oh yeah, because the hyperbolic time chamber too. So he got an extra year. So let's just call him 14. Let's call him 14. He was 14. Both them kids are like around that age right now, but they still look they look smaller than they were in Z. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's crazy? Here's the thing, right? What's crazy is at the end of Dragon Ball Z, them niggas were teenagers, and then supposedly Super takes right after the Buu saga, but here they are as kids again. Like, excuse me,
right?
Like, just how was this? You know what I'm saying? Because the end of Dragon Ball Z is supposed to also be the end of Super or some shit, right? That's what I was hearing as well.
Well, I mean, there's more money in keeping Goten and Trunks young. You don't have to keep making new designs. That costs money.
That does cost money.
You don't got
they've
design
been
new
active for like
that costs money.
they've been active for years, and they you mean to tell me they ain't got no to like make some new designs? Come on.
Hey man, the
You do
animation
it then, Toast.
ain't swimming in money.
Give him the money. Give him the money, Toast.
Half the time when we watch, broadcasted anime, half the artists that are on there are very experienced who animate it. Sometimes like just pulled off the street, like, oh wow, you can animate. All right, cool. Come work on Dragon Ball for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will admit that the first couple of episodes of Super was absolutely wood.
Oh man, nah, that.
Ooh, let's not talk about that, man.
Nigga, that's super
Let's
sick.
not talk about that.
Oh my god.
And compare that to the Broly movie.
That's a big step up. I like the animation for the movie way better.
Honestly,
I want them
it's like early Dragon Ball Super animation. Broly was basically the Broly animation. If you got my reference.
No, I didn't actually. I'm sorry.
I said if you compare Broly ass whooping like to animation one, Frieza's definitely like Dragon Ball Super's first few episodes animation. And Broly's definitely like the movie's animation.
I would agree. Well, guys, we hit our mark. We put our time limits.
Yeah, this ending fuck. We need to get together in person.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We'll do that in the future.
Yeah.
Make this real live. Before we end off, any final thoughts on the movie? Anything you want to say that you didn't think of?
Yes.
Out in the universe.
As far as like, I wanted to also add in my other favorite moment. My other favorite moment was when that nigga Goku said he can call him Kakarot. Like, I really appreciate that.
We didn't even talk about that, yeah.
Goku is my slave name.
If y'all don't stop stealing my joke from when we were at the theater.
I told you I was quoting you.
That was honestly my favorite moment. Like, that made me cheese real hard. You never heard of nigga Kakarot. And it's just like, I'm so used to hearing Broly say it so many times, man. Like, but he said,
Vegeta saying
because also, listen though, in the original movie, Broly said his name, he said his Saiyan name, he said Kakarot. And then Goku was like, hey, look, man, only my friends can call me Kakarot. And you, pal, you are not my friend. And now this nigga's his friend. Come on. You gotta appreciate that. So yeah, I really like that part.
Krillin doesn't call Goku Kakarot.
What? When?
I said Krillin doesn't call Goku Kakarot.
Nobody outside of Vegeta does. So does Goku not call
exactly
friends? Exactly. Like, is Goku secretly plotting to kill all these niggas in their sleep? Like, is he really
find out on the next episode of Otaku Daily? No,
Go
ahead, man. We're gonna end it off right there, man.
I'm gonna say bring back Naoko Shintani as lead animator and bring back Yuya Takahashi as backup. They're the best animators Dragon Ball has right now. Give them the work. They have the talent. Yeah.
All right. And we'll end it off with that. This is Otaku Daily, guys. For me, Uncle Charles, Toast, Tariq, Sean. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.